That was terrible. And we are live. Welcome, everybody. My name is Trent, aka TD. I'm joined by, of course, Sanny, aka Sam, or Sam, aka Sanny, and the incredible Plax. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm always good, mate. Thank you very much. Hope everyone's having a great Taco Tuesday. Always good for the stream. How are you two guys?
Couldn't be better. Sandy's exhausted. I'm kind of burnt out, but we're good, man. We couldn't be better.
I'll just put the announcement out 1 minute, bro.
Yeah.
All good. I'll get the stream raiders up.
Yeah. So I wonder, Sandy, if we could put that into a fourth window so we could still see you. What do you think of that?
We can, but I kind of like that I get to hide face.
Yeah, I don't like you hiding because then I want to hide. You know.
I suppose. But I'm also doing this so that I can adjust my camera right now.
Ah, I see.
I messed it up.
I actually sit really uncomfortably here, so I might put my logo on in a bit anyway. But like when we do the critter crafts or something.
Yeah. So tell me what's going on in Tacoville.
Give me 2 seconds just while I post this second announcement.
Complete lack of surprise.
There is Jack. Actually, I had my volume down. That didn't really play that well.
I am Jack's complete lack of surprise.
Yeah.
Right. So, what was I going to say first? I've just completely lost myself straight away. Anyway, so with Taco this week, some of the latest updates. First of all, I have to say it's Taco Tuesday today. I awarded 2 new top tacos in the server today.
Nice.
That's Drew Lacoste. You might recognize him from the VIP chat, you guys. He's been helping a lot in the server as well. And also, J-Ray finally made it from Council of News. So, congratulations to those 2 top tacos today. As well as what's new with Taco, there's just been a lot of focus on the DeFi and the Taco swap. It's been massively popular. The reward system, we do the Taco and the Shin rewards for the LP rewards. We were doing them from Alcor and Kate. We're transitioning them over at the moment, and they're like 60% transitioned over now. So it's actually more profitable on Taco swap at the moment. The rewards are bigger anyway. So that's basically what it's just been a roundup of everything that's going on. So many projects getting involved, new pools, rewards. Taco's been incentivizing rewards and adding rewards to other projects' pools as well, which is really cool. And as for Taco Races, the season ended on Sunday, and the season 3 will begin this Sunday that's coming up. And also the season 3 rewards will be announced by that time also. The season 2 rewards were already sent out this week, so congratulations to everybody that made it onto the leaderboard and received their NFT prizes. So well done for that. There's been a lot of development on the what's going on in Taco Racers HQ, and I've got a lot of juicy news to drop very shortly. I'm just looking at it now. So I've got some news about Taco Racers incoming. Some land deeds updates as well. I'll just mention this real quick. This was a good one. So, currently in development on the land deed holders, because I know that everybody who's got a land deed at the moment is very excited for being able to pick your spot on the map. Currently, the team's having to manually mint and assign land deed holders based on the selection on the map. But the schema has a lot of mutable data, so this has to be done manually by the team when you select your place on the map using a land deed. So currently what's going on with that is just scaling the world and making the final adjustments to the map. The team's working really hard on this, and they just want to get it perfect and right, because you can't take anything back on the blockchain. So just bear with us. with the land deed and picking your selection. We're just trying to get everything absolutely solid.
Shout out Raiders. Thank you, Neon Space. You guys are the
Shout out
best.
to Neon Space.
Yeah.
I think we've got a few people calling in tonight as well, TD.
Oh, yeah? Shit. I better get that set up, man. What's my phone?
Yeah. So don't put the number up just yet. But anyway.
Yeah.
So Cameron Lambert, ready for land selection. I bet you guys can't wait. It's an exciting time, and there's so much going on with Taco Racers behind the scenes. I can't wait until you guys see it. I really, really can't. There's been a lot of teasers in the Discord this week as well. TRC is coming to the blockchain as well as a token. I know originally that wasn't the plan,
Big news.
but it's actually needed now. Yes,
Word.
so TRC is coming to the blockchain. It's going to be a token that's tradable.
Sweet.
Yes,
Even more
is
excited
pretty
about the
cool.
airdrop today.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because that means like the amount that we have right now that we've earned through the Tuesday drops will be a token, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that once it's implemented, if you do have TRC in your like in-game account right now, that you'd be able to withdraw that for the blockchain token and exchange your in-game token when the time comes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also wanted to say as well, because some people have been asking, but horsepower tokens, the HP tokens, in season 3 is confirmed. So season 3 starts on Sunday, and you'll be able to use your HP tokens to finally upgrade your vehicles. So that's pretty big news. Right, so I'll tell you what's next for open world. They have the house drop. 9 unique houses will be available for TRC. These houses will be equatable to your land plot, and they will make your land stand out in the open world. So that's pretty unique. There's only 9 in the game. We're going to be doing an official street map reveal very shortly. The Alpha Sandbox launch, which is an invitation only to play some of our first mini games: Destruction Derby Battle, Royal Multiplayer. It's going to be available first to Taco Racer VIPs and top racers.
Nice.
I sound like I'm talking for ages here, TD.
It's good.
Yeah. And so
Passive.
while you're pausing, let me just throw out a shameless plug here. We're at 4,986 followers. So 14 to go, hits the big 5K. That would be baller if that happened on stream. Shameless plug. You're
Shameless plug.
right. Yeah.
I like that.
WV Viper, I can see in the chat, says, will it be in Taco Swap? And yes, that is for sure. Yeah. And probably an incentivized pool as well. So as well as other
That'd be
passive
awesome.
token earnings with Taco Racers.
Will it be a salsa pool? Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no.
As well, or
Well,
just
I
a
can't.
meal?
I can't actually confirm it for now. I would think we're going to do salsa and meal for sure. Like most probably, 99% sure.
I've been wanting more salsa pools.
Yeah.
What color should it be? I don't know. We can change it.
So you'll be with other passive token earning situations. You'll be able, when you log in, you'll be able to equip some of your NFTs. You know, like upgrades to your land plot that increase your passive token earnings. And I've got like a little. He sent me a picture of all the little tokens there. They're mentioned in the the white paper that we talked about previously. The massive update there talks about all the new tokens, which is like water. It's all different. I don't know them off the top of my head, so I'm not going to. But anyway, you'll be able to earn these tokens by equipping NFTs to like your venue or your plot of land. And that's how you passively earn these tokens, which are needed for all the activities that you'll be able to participate in the game: mini games, PvP, open world, tuning mode, crazy stuff. So the Sandbox launch will be the first open world minigame that will be open to non-NFT holders, and you'll be able to get a free-to-play vehicle for all new users to help us grow the community. So that is actually massive news as well. So it'd be free to play on a non-NFT. So, you won't be able to claim an NFT, but you will be able to play the game without an NFT if you don't have the vehicle, and still be able to integrate with the community and be in the open world with us. So that's going to be huge, and hopefully will bring a whole new set of players and interest into the project as well. So yeah, it says here as well that you will be able to convert your internal TRC to the blockchain TRC, and that the HP token upgrade is coming this Sunday as well. So that's the updates that I've got for Taco Racers. Huge updates there.
Yeah, those are pretty massive. That's exciting.
That is pretty cool.
Were you listening, TD, or were you reading the chat?
A bit of both. I was not listening well enough. Let's put it that way. What did we learn?
HP tokens on Sunday.
Sweet.
TRC is going to be a fungible token.
Sweet.
Hopefully on Taco Swap in both pools. And
yes, a 99% sure.
And then you were mentioning that I don't think I can re-explain it very well, but you were mentioning the different upgrades for lands to earn the different tokens.
Yeah, so basically you'll be able to equip things that can be equipped to your plot of land. So it might be interior upgrades, it might be visual upgrades, parts. I'm not sure the in-depth of it, but basically it's items that you can equip. That's like customization items and other items as well that are equipped to your plot of land, which kind of boost your mining power of your token. And
will a house boost your mining power? Would that be considered like an upgrade?
Yes, because that is equipped to your plot of land. So the actual, you are correct there in saying.
So that might be like one of the rarest ones.
Yes.
If there's only 9 of them.
Each plot of land can mine a different token. So it's important to head over to the white paper, and I'll get the link for you. Head over to that white paper, have a look at which tokens are earned through which plots of land and which businesses and things like that, and work out your strategy if you are planning on, or you've already got your land deeds and you're looking to, like, what your strategy in the game is going to be. So make sure you do check out all the tokens and do your strategies, because I know a lot of people, like the community's Midnight Crew shout out, they've got a giveaway going on as well, which I'll mention at before Criticraft. But yeah, for sure, go onto the white paper, check out all the information there about what tokens can be earned, how plots of land work, what businesses, what mini games we've got coming. Have a read through all that. It's very it explains it a lot better than I can because it's so in depth. But
is it the one I just posted? The Notion.site Taco Racers.
I don't think it's that one, mate.
I just grabbed that from the Discord, but then I went to look further in.
Because I did think I updated it. But
I have the light paper one.
Yeah, it was the light paper one.
Yeah, okay, then that's.
Oh yeah, so you have to click on it. I see.
Yeah, that's the one. And Vemp has just posted in the chat there the give.gg link. That's for his giveaway for Midnight Crew. So yeah, I was just saying there. So he and his community have already stacked up on land deeds, and they're strategizing, to be able to be self-sustainable in the sense that, this community member has this plot of land and can mine this token, so check out the Midnight Crew for sure. And if you've got any questions about Taco Racers, do ask me. If you've never played before, it will be a great chance to get in with this free-to-play vehicle in an open world on Wax. It's cool as.
This is cool. I'm reading through the different games.
Yeah, it's really in depth.
Yeah. I need to dig through this more.
Let me pull it up on here as well.
Yeah.
I could pull it up on the stream, actually. We can all look through it.
Yeah, but I'll read it on here. because it mentions all about the mini games that's coming, which you'll also be. Some of the mini games are available in this upcoming beta that I just mentioned there. 1 second. The Alpha Sandbox launch, which you'll be able to test some of the mini games, including the Destruction Derby Battle, the Royal Multiplayer, and it's available for Taco Racers, VIPs, and top racers first. If you want to be a top racer, I want to see you in the community, doing your best, setting them scores, getting involved, and possibly you can make Top Racer, which is very similar to Top Taco, which I announced at the beginning of the stream. 2 new Top Tacos today.
So all these pink lands, this is the sale that's happened, or there are more to happen within that area?
That is like that's like a map of Big Springs, which is kind of like the first world. That what you're looking at there is like the first open world big map. What's being fine-tuned right now is like scaling that, so that it can work on a blockchain efficiently.
Like kind of turning it into this.
Yeah, like turning it into the zip codes and the different areas, and like you've got to get it right. You can't get it wrong. So it's basically just a little bit of editing, and like just fine tuning the map really and scaling it. That's massive at the moment in development, being a big focus.
This is really cool. Yeah, and
the tokens as well that are coming. So TRC is a blockchain token, and all the other tokens are also Wax blockchain tokens, and they are water, eco, power, tech, brick, and steel. All these are passively earned with your land, and they're used for upgrading lands, vehicles, and they also unlock experiences in the open world. So that like you need a combination of all these tokens for different things that you can do in the game. So it's important to work together as well and build these communities. So we look forward to seeing you all working together as well.
Interested to see what earned the tech tokens by customizing your land. It's cool.
So a common city land would, at its base extraction, would mine 10 tech tokens and 2,000 power tokens in 365 days. So you will want to be upgrading those.
I see.
Well, it says in the white paper here, because it says, look, base extraction, the rate's 10 tech, 2,000 power, but the extraction's rate's 365 days. So I'm guessing that's how long it's, that the pool is distributed to you. So that's the base extraction rate without upgrading. Obviously, you can upgrade, but it's probably going to require a combination of all the different tokens, which are also blockchain tokens, but will encourage trade to upgrade venues. Well, the different lands that you
I was going to mention,
it's what I mean? I'm 2 projects that I'm 2 projects. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying the best.
Yeah. I mean, I think Taco set a good example of how lands could work.
Well, it does have the upgrading.
It
has the upgrading levels there anyway. It on the white paper, as I say, absolutely everything is explained. So everything that you could need to know about leveling up is right there. And down from that, you've got a list of all the different mini games which is coming, which is huge.
So these are the ones that'll be in the beta. These first 5. That's really cool.
Yes, that's correct.
What's soccer going to be? Is it going to be like Rocket League style football, or?
I think so. I haven't actually seen it yet, but I know that it's coming very soon. It's like that one's in the pipeline, coming very soon. So
I'm really excited for Tank Battle. That'll be cool.
My favorite one is the I'll say it every week, don't I? But the where is it even listed on there?
Maybe it's up in.
It's it's in the Mythic Experiences, and it's the Taco Cab as well, like Crazy Taxi. Absolutely love Crazy Taxi.
Yeah,
and
I loved that game.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Crazy Taxi, the Taco Cab. That's the one. Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Did this question by El Babo get answered? Does one
I may
land
have missed it.
produce only one token?
So if you had, it depends on which land you've got. So let's say you've got a common city land, right? That will give you 10 tech tokens and 2,000 power tokens over 365 days that this is distributed to you. That will give you 10. Hang on 1 second. And 2,000 power tokens. Right. What's going on there? Right, so that'll give you that. Sorry. A common city land would give you 10 tech tokens and 2,000 power tokens over 365 days, but you'll be able to upgrade your land and equip NFTs to it to boost this rate so that you'll be able to mine these tokens faster. So yes, it always has a base rate. It will always, just on its own, the land passively earns tokens.
So somebody would own like the Taco Armory.
Yes,
or would
that's
that
correct,
be like a game-owned asset?
No, the mythic lands are incredibly rare. They act as a central location for redeeming wards, key pillars to the core open world experience, and they offer the owners the ability to earn sales commissions from every item that is sold in their land. And mythic lands can be upgraded even more to unlock a higher commission percentage, and the base commission is 5% of all NFT sales on their land. In the Big Springs open world, you would earn as like a commission, which is that's absolutely huge as well. But that requires a mythic land, which you can only, I believe, the only way to get the mythic land is to pull it, and there's only a couple of them.
Recurrier's got a good question. How do you know what type of land you get?
Because it is in. Let me just pull it up here. It'll be in the light paper. What you can pull out of a pack. Let's have a look here.
Would it be under landing?
I think it's because the packs aren't fully announced yet. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, and for land deeds, there will be some mythics that are drawn.
Yes. So, 1 second.
Okay, so there'll be a live event to announce high rarity land winners. This was the public sale that happened. And we still have yet, that was what you said at the start of stream, is y'all are still finalizing essentially the area that we're going to be selecting from, correct?
Yes. That's, as I said before, it's just a scaling the map at the moment. Sorry, I know I just got lost a little bit there. I was just reading the light paper there, but it does. So basically, when you pull which land you pull out of the pack, but I can't tell you exactly what's in the pack now. But there is a chance for mythic, I do think, anyway, because I think the mythic, you can only pull a mythic. You can't upgrade to mythic. You can upgrade your common, you can upgrade your rare, you can upgrade your epic, which can be pulled from a pack. You can upgrade this to be legendary, which unlocks those games like the cab. You know, that was in the second part of the mini games. That some mini games are open to everybody, and some of like where you can earn a commission from sales through your business type thing. That's when you get to a legendary land, which you can only get to by upgrading. The mythic, I believe, is pulled directly from the pack, and there's a very small amount of them. And Sebastian, sorry, I'm reading so much here. Sebastian is saying that during the map reveal, it will show what type of land is on each plot. So you'll be able to, on the map, visually see which land you want on, and select when you're selecting your plot. Because which land you have depends on what tokens you're going to mine, whether that's coastal land, city land.
And will we have like a defined rarity that we're able to choose from? in terms of?
What do you mean by that?
Like when the drawing for the higher rarity lands, there won't be higher rarity lands that would be first come, first serve.
No, it's random. It's pulled from a pack, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And were you saying the commons could be upgraded to uncommon, or just it seems to say here that just each rarity can be upgraded 5 times, but can they actually be like blended up into a higher rarity?
We're going to have to get back on
upgraded.
for this one, mate, because
No worries.
right. But right, 1 second, because right. Yeah, basically, there's 4. I am correct in this. I just want to make sure I'm correct and not giving the wrong details. That's all. Do you know what I mean? It's not that I don't know it. It's just that if I'm not sure, I don't want to say the wrong thing. But I am sure. So you can, with a common, you can upgrade it to uncommon. Then you can upgrade it to rare. Then you can upgrade it to epic. To do this, there's 4 levels of upgrade through each rarity. So on common, you'll need to upgrade that 4 times, which will take resources from all the games, the tokens, maybe some NFTs. It will require this to level up the upgrade. But you can come all the way from a base common to a legendary at the top, but you can never go to mythic by upgrading. And I am 100% correct there. I know I am.
Yeah, it just goes to a max commission. That makes sense.
Yes.
Are we ready? Yeah, are we ready for calls?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like we went through all of this.
Call from
Sebastian Taco Races.
Oh, all right. There we go. That's an important one. Hey, friend, you are live on the air with Taco Tuesday.
What's up, guys? It's Sebastian.
Yeah, man. Thanks for calling in.
Hello,
yeah, I was just talking with Plax a minute ago. I noticed there's a lot of questions. The light paper is fairly detailed, but it's a very much kind of like an overarching map or whatever. Just to answer the question, Sandy, about like upgrading your common to uncommon, you can once you get to the level 5. There's basically a blending mechanism that allows you to now convert it into uncommon, and then you can do the same for uncommon all the way up into a legendary. And there is a way to convert. There is a way to convert a legendary into a mythic, but it's a completely different process. And it is a blend, but it includes some of the other tokens like brick and steel. So the brick and steel aren't actually earned inside of most of the mini games. They're only earned in some of the mini games. And we'll have a full chart of exactly what mini games distribute what token. But for the most part, as you're playing mini game experiences, you're earning the water, the power, and the eco token, and the tech tokens are earned passively by equipping NFTs and items on your land, customization NFTs. For the house that you put on it is obviously considered one as well, and then any internal NFTs that you put. The internal spaces later on will serve a deeper purpose. Like interior experiences within your spaces as well that you can customize and offer to users as well. But that's much deeper in the future, just to give users a reason why we have an interior. But yeah, I don't know if there's any other questions that I missed. That was the only one that I kind of heard. I just jumped in on the stream. Sorry about that.
Yeah, there's some we could run through. So I guess the white paper covers how many tokens are produced by the different lands. So I'll skip that one, but start at the top. So Peter Walken asked, what's the average amount of time or resources that are estimated for upgrading? I guess that's also in the white paper.
So I think we did some calculations, and I'll say this about the game. The idea is that it's an open world game. So users who are right now going through the process of purchasing land, and eventually, they're getting passive token earnings. The idea is that every user here, in a sense, or everyone who's going to be involved in that is acting as an entrepreneur within the game itself. The idea is to create a mass market game, like a Grand Theft Auto, if you want to say that, or a Fortnite, where it's free to play. So users can come in, they can play. In some of the free open world experiences. But any of the premium experiences, which are owned by users, landholders, so on and so forth, they basically pay for those experiences. So there's obviously a percentage of users who will convert and say, I like this experience, so therefore I will pay for this experience, I'll pay for this, I'll pay for that, NFT wise, or, let's say they want to unlock customizations, which we have like vehicle customization shops and stuff like that. And also fuel, there's users pay fuel to play these mini games. And, as new users who come in, they also pay fuel to play these mini games. The gas stations are also owned by, users who go through the process of upgrading their land to legendary. What we're doing is we're load balancing how many experiences, quote unquote, are within the land. So they are limited mints. It's not like we can open up 1,000 gas stations or you can open up 100 airports. So there is a little bit of a race in the sense of, users to get the first to market in terms of going through, just like with Taco when we were upgrading. I know I was in the race for a little while as well, but I didn't get very far. I think I got to like level 30 on my venue. But I know that the idea is that we'd like to create a game that has a lot of long-lasting, longevity, basically. So the core users who are here now are investing into the experience and can obviously play the experience and do all of the fun game things that we're doing, like all the mini games, like Plaxi talked about Crazy Taxi, and we have ambitions for like some really crazy games inside of the actual world itself, which will obviously come in time. We're modularizing everything and we're building out experience by experience. And we'll also release lands appropriately as well. After we release the beta, not the alpha, once we release the beta where users can come in on a free to play experience, we'll obviously be doing a smaller land sale as well, but this won't be a land deed sale. This will be a straight pack sale. And then you get what you get kind of thing. We don't know if there'll be different rarities for in the packs themselves. Like I don't know how many. I don't know if there will be. I don't know how many rare. I don't have the breakdown right now of how many commons versus uncommons can be pulled within that pack sale. But you won't be able to pick your location. The land deed was the only time that you could actually pick your location. So if you get when you actually pull the land deed will basically have a pack that you can open as well. And then the way that'll work is you pull whatever land that you pull, and then once you put your location, we can program on the back end that your location is now here based on what it is that you chose. But that is only occurring for the one-time use for the land deed. So if you got in and you were able to choose your land location, then you were lucky, I guess. In the future, we will have a mechanic. We've discussed this. We will have a mechanic to allow you to move lands or swap if you want to with another user or an open land. That obviously takes a lot of blockchain development, and that's not anywhere near right now. But just to let users know, you will be, because I'm sure someone will ask. But yeah, I don't know if there's any other questions. I'd be more than happy. Anything else?
Albebo asked when the land pack drop will be. Is that known yet?
No, we don't know when the land pack drop is going to be right now. Right now, we did the land details, and we did a little survey, and we realized that some users were actually confused, probably because of a miscommunication on our end. But some users indicated to us that the reason why they didn't purchase a land deed was because they thought it was only the ability to pick their location and not actually a land sale itself. They didn't realize that it was actually a land sale plus the ability to pick your location. So we're sensitive to the market as well. We're conscious of like the flood that's going on in crypto and everything else. So I'm not 100% sure exactly when we're gonna do the land drop, but it's really based on like users, how many users we have. And me and Parker and Mirage we're very well aware that it's important to turn around and make sure that we make these experiences fun. And I think that that's what's kind of like the delay and timing of making all these things is we're building a Unity game, we're making it open world, and we're modularizing it and building portion by portion. So, soon, I know Plax shared some things, but soon you guys will be able to start on the Taco Racers website. There'll be a new tab that you go to, and this is after the land reveal, but you'll be able to equip your house if you purchase one. And I'll give a little bit of information about that as well. You'll be able to equip any NFTs that you happen to have that can be equipped for passive earnings.
Will those be
And
custodial or non-custodial, like equiping or staking?
what do you? Oh,
like, will the
they're
item leave your
those,
wallet, or
like
will it be?
no, items will not leave your wallet. It's not a stake asset. I understand what you're saying. No, it's not a stake. You're not staking it or anything. You're not transferring it or anything like that. You're holding on to those assets. So it's gonna there's a boost that the NFTs that you add to that you stake onto your land per se give you. They act very much in the sense of similar to how the Taco promo NFTs act. Like you have like a Taco booster, where it gives you like a certain ratio, certain amount passively. It works in the same exact mechanism. It basically the amount that you can put is the amount of NFTs that you can put on there is directly correlated to the rarity of your land. So if you have a common land, you can equip X amount.
And the level as well, right?
Yeah, it's the level as well. Yeah.
Okay. And then a follow-up question: do we know? Confused Jack asked this: what rarity the land deeds will be, other than the live ones that'll be decided?
So the ones that are going to be presided are so the giveaway stuff like the mythics and stuff like that. We're obviously mythics and stuff, but the regular land will basically be common. There are commons in there, but the majority of them are common.
Okay, so when we're choosing land, it'll primarily be commons, or like?
Yeah, primarily, we're basically going to do it as a pack. So functionally, you'll open up a pack very similar to how a regular land user would. The only difference is when you get your pack, you're going to be able to say, and we'll have a mechanism that says it's not going to be connected.
So it would tell me like you got a rural common, coastal common, or a city common, and then I'll be able to choose like either a city, coastal, or rural.
Yeah, exactly. You have an app here, you'll be able to, and there'll be time. There'll be a certain amount of time before we actually open it up to users. Picking their locations and stuff like that. We haven't revealed like the mechanisms of exactly, who gets to pick first versus who gets to pick second. We want to make it obviously fair. The map is big, so I don't think there's going to be too much controversy over this. There's plenty of coastal lands. There's plenty of, rural lands, so on and so forth. So, I don't think there's going to be too much controversy if somebody doesn't get a plot right next to it. There's enough lands on there. Also, to answer a question about the initial area. So the pink area is basically the area in which we are currently building out, where you'll be able to pick where you'll be able to pick within those zip codes for the next couple of land sales. Eventually, the land will expand into the yellow area. So the yellow area is basically future areas. Just to it's an overarching land. It shows how big everything is. I'll give you an idea though. So to drive around the perimeter of the actual pink area, I did it the other day, and it took 7 minutes to drive on PRPD, which is a pretty fast vehicle. So it took 7 minutes completely to go there. There is a highway that runs completely around the entire perimeter of the all the kind of streets eventually lead outward to that exterior perimeter highway in a sense. So it was just kind of like a good indicator of size and scale, just to give you guys an understanding. So it takes a lot to build these Unity things. To build these Unity environments. We're, like I said, our first goal is to build fun experiences. So that's why we're focusing on the mini game, which is the Destruction Derby, which we'll release. Which will have the alpha. Any of the VIPs, the top racers will be able to participate in that, and that is the fine tuning. That's going to say, hey, this is our first mini game that we've created within Unity, and there'll obviously be a lot of feedback and say, hey, I want this, I think this, and I think from the sample size of users, people in the case of the project will be able to fine tune that experience, and then if we fine tune that experience, we'll open it up, like I said, in the beta, where users can come on free to play, and then a lot more users will be on. So once we have a lot more users that are actively playing the game, we start to open up the open world, where users' land start to actually have purpose and meaning out of the grand scheme of things, where users are driving to these mini game experiences.
Yeah, Sebastian, let me just pause you for a minute. You're breaking up to the point where it's pretty distorted, but I think you're good now.
I can hear you saying.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, you're good.
Sorry
you're
about
good.
that. Yeah. So, like I said, we're focusing on just, building the first mini game and making sure that that's fun. Once we have the sample data from doing our alpha from all of our VIPs and, everybody that participates in that, we'll have a better understanding of, we can release this to the public now, like in the free to play manner. And when I say free to play, users will basically log in. They won't need a Wax Cloud wallet, but it's going to be encouraged for them to set one up. Obviously, because the more users we onboard onto the whole Wax network is better for everyone. But they won't absolutely need one. What they'll be able to do is log in with just an email or a single sign-on solution like Facebook or Gmail or something like that. And they'll be able to play with everybody else who is playing with NFTs. But they're basically getting a starter car. They're getting a 100 horsepower, speeder. So, some users might be very good and be able to master the 100 horsepower beater. But it gives users the opportunity to come in and play. We also will be doing, you guys already know this because we've talked about it here, but we will be doing partner vehicles. So we'll be distributing vehicles to projects that they can distribute however they see fit. And that'll encourage new users to come on and play with a unique car. We do have weapons in the game. I hinted at that the other day. I should use a little video. I don't know if you guys find it on the Discord of a Gatling gun that's actually on TRPD. So that's part of what the alpha testing is playing. The alpha testing is kind of going to play the gaming mechanics and say, hey, this is fun, or this isn't fun, or these settings need to change, or this is a little too OP, or this plays good.
For the battle arena, right?
And that's for the battle arena. I just wanted to say, one thing, Plax, it's not multiple games. It's actually one really long game name that I made, but basically battle arena is multiplayer users where they kind of go into a little waiting area lobby, if you want to say that, but it's a drive around lobby. You can drive your vehicle around. There will be a vehicle chat so users can talk to each other. They'll be able to enter this, the battle arena. They'll be able to queue up. And the idea is, it's an elimination battle. So users will have certain weapons that they can choose from that will be equipped on their vehicle, and it's a straight elimination battle. And that's our first mini game that we're pushing out for users to have something that we think is really enjoyable and fun. And then after that, we are, like I said, pushing on to the other mini games and the other experiences. We'd like to give a set roadmap and say, hey, on this day, we're going to have this mini game. But with Unity, there's a lot of challenges. And conceptually, there's something that you'd like to accomplish. And it takes probably a little bit more programming than, conceptually you ideally like it to. So, certain mechanics and things like that do take a really, really long time. Like I'll give you an example of that, just not to go on a tangent, but I wanted to put heat-seeking missiles in the first version of the sandbox. But the programming to actually make heat-seeking missiles is incredibly intense. It takes quite a bit of programming, power to actually do that. So, like I said, we're going to modularize it and build things out, progressively as we go. And so the open world will be very, very soon, but the alpha will be a lot more sooner. The next couple of weeks, you guys will be playing the alpha.
Have you heard of Twisted Metal? It's an old
Twisted
PlayStation
Metal? Yeah, of course.
game.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I dream of when I think of Battle Arena.
Yeah, I actually have the Sweet Tooth Funko Pop on my desk.
That's awesome. Also, I feel like the way that the new players are gonna, or like the non NFT owning players are gonna interface with the NFT owning players, kind of reminds me of GTA Roleplay. I don't know if you've seen people playing that, but kind of where people can come in and play as if it's GTA, and some people can come in and play as if like they're like a shop owner in GTA. Or like a copy.
Yeah, my son plays a lot of GTA and stuff. I used to play. I was big into like San Andreas and stuff like that. So my reference point is like talking about GTA and San Andreas, just to age myself a little bit. But I was huge into San Andreas. We're, like I gave this example at the beginning. I talked about this at the at the show itself. But like imagine owning like a 10% of the Fortnite store. Bro, it's the idea we create a mass market game where users can come on. Everybody who invested into the project in terms of upgrading their land and buying land deeds and buying vehicles and buying everything else. They get the benefit off of all the new users that want to come in and actually want to pay for premium experiences. There's plenty of free stuff to do, and that's the key of like balancing that, right? Is not everything can obviously be a paid experience, but from this standpoint, right? From the blockchain standpoint, users here are from our survey are very, very much 50-50 on play and earning ability. So we know that it's an important thing for our core community to be able to earn income and stuff like that. And typically, like projects earn by giving you passive token earnings and stuff like that. And we do all of those mechanics as well. But if you think about like the economics of it all, right? Like let's look at Axie Infinity. Axie Infinity, there's a lot of money involved in that game, but functionally someone is the bag holder, right? Me and Parker talk about this a lot. Someone put that money into the actual game itself, either through purchasing and then getting out of the game, so on and so forth, right? So when you think about the economics in a grand scale for something like that, right? It's not incredibly sustainable unless they change something, right? There always has to be a bag holder in a sense, unless you really like the experience of playing Waxy. And from the group forums that I've seen, like the Discord, most people are just, grinding. They're just, they're not actually playing the game to play it. And I don't think that there's, in my opinion, I don't think there's a massive amount of people that are at this point playing it because they enjoy it. I think that the ratio of users are just grinding because of the token value. So what we thought about was, well, how do traditional games become successful? And, making a great game, right? Like making something that's actually fun to play. And how can we, on the blockchain for users who, the idea is to basically earn off of their investment. How can we offer the opportunity for that? So we basically decided that we were going to allow users to own the experiences within the game. There are controlling mechanisms. Like if users, I'll give you an example of a controlling mechanism. So you actually, to keep your legendary land open, you have to pay a very, very small amount every single month in a smart contract. We haven't put the exact time. It might be like 45 days or 50 days or something like that. But if you don't do that, then a timer starts that will basically say this business will close after X amount of time. So you still hold the NFTs, but you won't earn any of the passive earnings because you're not actually involved. It's similar to how voting works with Taco and stuff like that. Just the amount that you have to pay is incredibly low. Your passive earnings would supersede it by 1,000 times easy. The idea behind it is to keep users active and participating within the game itself. So there will be requirement if you're a landowner to log in every. I know we might put this up for a vote on what people think is fair. But the idea behind it, and it's not for all lands. It's only for legendary and mythic. But the idea behind that is it's a controlling thing, so that there's not users that are because there's aspects of it that they will be able to control. So you obviously want someone that is active rather than not active in a large game like this, especially if you're giving them a core experience like a mythic. So if they ever the mechanism behind it is for some reason, let's say there's a mythic holder that's not active. After a certain amount of time, their mythic goes inactive. They can always reactivate it immediately by going and paying, just reactivating their mythic. But what would occur is that the house, quote unquote, house mythic would now stand in its place during the time that the mythic or legendary is not active. So just to let users know, there will be active participation required in the actual game.
Excellent. Yeah, and I don't know if you saw it in the chat, Sebastian, just what you said about there always being a bag holder or whatever. There's this, I guess, philosophy or saying in crypto, I heard it a while back, that in order for someone to win, someone else has to lose. And just the fact that you are aware of that and acknowledged that is that's amazing. Implementing and innovating ways to make that untrue is what's going to separate the OK projects from the Taco and the Taco Racer projects. So big ups to you guys.
Yeah,
for that.
I mean, to be honest, TD, it's incredible. I got to be honest with you. I'll tell you, everybody straight up. It's like the most talked about discussion, like between Parker and myself, and Mirage. The idea of like users being able to earn something where someone is not the bag holder. Like I said, what we're creating is we're creating experiences, right? So if we make a fun game like Fortnite or like Grand Theft Auto or something where it's mass market, where users can come in free to play, then that means what users are getting fundamentally is it's free. They can play the experience. It's not costing them any money, and we can bring mass adoption to the game in that mechanism. And it allows users who did invest the ability to turn around and open up an experience with actually within the game itself, rather than waiting for the possibility of passive earnings from a game per se. To take off for the next roadmap or for something like that. That's a big reason why we haven't focused on creating tokens, because our main focus isn't actually tokens. Our main focus is creating a game. Tokens are necessary, and we realize that, to balance our game and to make sure that we bring order to everything and that we can functionally operate. But yeah, I mean, our goal is to make sure that we're making a fun game so that when users are opening these experiences, and they will pretty much own the experiences inside of it. Like I said, users own Mythics, which is the core experiences of the game. We don't actually own them. We have house Mythics, like I said, and there's mechanisms for them to come in place should certain scenarios occur. But for the most part, the game is pretty much owned by the users and stuff. So yeah, that's our plan. We hope that we can, make people decent passive income for people who are making this investment into us.
Yes. Awesome.
I maybe just forgot if we'd answered this, but did we get to when the land sale will be? Sorry. I just scrolled up on the site and then said it said coming August 2022, and that just made me wonder it again, because I felt like we'd answered earlier, wasn't?
Yeah, we need to update that. So I think it's more important for us to deliver an experience than to do a land sale. Right now, at this point, there's a lot of land deed holders, and we want to make sure that we're taking care of our land deed holders, users that invested into that so far. So before we release more of the mechanics and stuff like that, we're probably not going to do an initial land sale right now. It's going to be, if I had to give like a number and stuff like that, it's weeks off. It's weeks, maybe a month and a half off. And that's because, again, we're trying to fine tune a game. We're trying to make something that's fun, right? If we make something that's fun, everybody's going to want to play. We don't have to sell a product. We don't have to sell NFTs. Users are going to come and play, and everybody, like I said, that participates in this and helping us build this will build off of that. As long as we're making fun stuff, right? Like that's why if you look at mechanics of what we're doing, like we're I don't want to say that we're emulating, but we are a little bit emulating things that work, right? Like there's mechanics of games that work, and if you merge them together in our driving centric car experience, and I think it's fun. You could decide you want to do something now and decide you want to play a completely different type of game. It's I was telling when we were first talking about this, we had an initial conversation. I don't know if I shared this before, but like I don't know if you remember on like Super Nintendo, I think it was a Nintendo, they had a game that was like the Olympics. It was kind of similar to like how we does it, where you have like bowling and stuff like that. And it's kind of the same exact idea, but it's tied around the metaverse where users actually own the experiences themselves.
Yeah, I think it'll be really cool to see what players do with the experiences they own. I think it's a cool way to answer the question of what happens when somebody's inactive. I think it's awesome you all have already thought through that, because I feel like that's kind of always been the bottleneck for that.
Just to let everybody know about the commissions, I know Platt talked about the 5%. That's actually just a starting commission. Most of the commissions go up to 25% for the experiences, and some of them, like car dealerships and stuff car rentals and stuff like that, they're actually a lot more higher because users actually own the vehicles themselves in which they're loaning out for users to play. And the reason why a user would want to rent out a vehicle, just to let people know, is because for certain things inside of the game, you may need a certain type of vehicle. So if you don't have that vehicle, we've been releasing vehicles like on our tuning mode, that have been going down in very, very limited numbers. And our plan is to kind of continue some of that where we have different type of vehicle types. And there'll be experiences where you need some of these vehicles. I won't specify as to which right now currently, because obviously things are, still in development and stuff like that. But, there will be vehicle types. So some of these rare vehicles, you may need to play some of these experiences to earn special rewards. There's also NFTs that you can earn within the game that you can find. We have a lot of, if you want to call them like blending quests, there's basically a bunch of NFTs that you can get. And if you secure all of the NFTs together, you can blend them into something special inside of the car, including prototype vehicles, prototype parts, some other special stuff. And, that's all in the future. That's all in the, yeah.
Speaking of blending,
can a free-to-play player have the chance to get some of those findable NFTs?
I didn't hear that question, Plax. I'm sorry. It sounds really far.
Sorry, bro. Will a free-to-play player have the opportunity to find those NFTs in the open world as well?
So free-to-earn players will have the ability to find certain NFTs. There are certain NFTs that free-to-earn players will be able to find. They will not be able to earn tokens.
Okay, but they could still earn the NFTs. That makes sense.
Yeah, they can earn NFTs. There's like some quest stuff that we're building in and stuff like that. They can definitely participate in all of that. But they can also. We will be. This is a little bit deeper in the future. Probably not until I would say Q1 of next year. But there will be competitions for the mini games themselves, or there'll be leaderboards and stuff like that. But that takes a lot of programming and a lot of procedural analytic file, set up on your back end, from databases, also syncing information from the blockchain. So that in itself is like a massive project. So that's not something, immediate now, but eventually it will come.
For the land upgrades, Peter Walken asked if that blending is going to happen in app or on Nifty blocks. I would assume in app, right?
So you're saying to upgrade from a common to an uncommon and so on and so forth?
Yes.
That our goal is for it to be in app. Yeah, our goal is for it to be in app. We're building custom blending pages, and the idea is, we'd like to do all the blending on our website, and that's where we're moving towards. We're going to be moving away from blending on Nifty. Obviously, we can visualize it more taco races when we do it on our own website, and our plan is to do the same thing within the Unity environment. I will say that so the actual live gameplay when you're playing like an open world and the customizing of your land are technically two separate systems. So you'll log on our website. You'll have a interface where you'll go in and you'll be able to play the open world, and you'll be able to see everything that's there and experience all the games and stuff like that. But if you're a land holder, you'll also have a separate Unity instance that's built in Unity as well. That's basically kind of like your editor. And your editor is how you add NFTs to the actual plot of land that you own and the interior and stuff like that. And then what happens is there's a synchronization that occurs. We haven't figured out the technicals of when the synchronization actually happens. But basically, once you make a change on your land within that builder, there's a synchronization that goes over to the live world. And we're still building out all of those mechanics and stuff like that. And I just like to also emphasize, because I don't say this enough, we're building this out, and things can change minor. We're not doing any drastic changes or anything like that, but things are subject to change and stuff like that. Based on availability of how quickly we can get things done. But yeah, that's what we're. That's just so people know that it is kind of like a separate, instance of Unity that they go into.
Like a build section and a live section. Monsu Rabbit had a question for you as well. They asked what kind of verifications y'all do when making partnerships with other projects in Taco Racers.
So, verifications, Plax could probably speak to this a little bit more, but I will say we look for a community that is a good community, that people who are active and they're responsive to their community, and projects that are forward thinking in terms of not necessarily having something that's just like compartmentalized that they can't really, it's not movable. It's not going towards the future. I know that that's like a very vague statement and stuff, but it's really based on us looking at the project and stuff like that. We ideally would like to work with any project. We have partner lands that we're doing, and partner lands I kind of talked about before, but partner lands are lands that we will be giving to additional partners. Obviously, NFT Gamer TV will have their partner land. Taco will have their headquarters and stuff like that. And we also have crew lands, which are for like users to set up their own crews and stuff like that. We haven't talked about that much, but I can announce that the first crew land is Vemp land. I don't know if he's listening now, but Vemp is already aware. Vemp does have a crew land that is in production and building that will be in the game. So crew lands are also given. You can earn a crew land. I can't say to the specific right at this very moment how you can earn a crew land. We haven't built up the mechanisms. I will say that Vemp has gone above and beyond and created his own Discord and started inviting community members onto his Discord, and it's created a pretty popular, pretty cool spot where there's decent activity there. And he offers a lot of value to the project, so we've decided to give Vemp his first crew land actually with inside the game, and I'll talk more about that later. But yeah, partner lands can absolutely you can hit us up, you can message us if you want to work with us, and we'll have a conversation, and we'll see what your project's about, and if it's the right fit, then we will work with you. We're willing to work with you.
Sounds good.
All right. What else?
I feel like I took over the stream. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude. Hey,
no, you're good. It was good. We got all the questions answered.
Hell yeah. This is what it's all about.
Exactly.
It's a lot of info. It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
We needed it very well. Thank you very much, Sebastian, for coming in. I've got one quick question for you that was asked earlier on. Will there be salsa and a meal rewards for TRC?
So I can't say yes and I can't say no. I would say that me and Parker have had conversations about it, and I would say probably yeah. Probably yeah. We're in partnership with Taco. They're their family. Everything that we'd like to encourage everything from their project as well. And there will be like I said, there will be some utility for Taco stuff within the actual open world. We'll talk about that more in the future. But there will be, just to let you know, there's these, I don't want to call them ATMs. They're called Taco terminals. But they are located, will be located inside of the Unity world, and you'll be able to do swaps for them as well, for tokens. And I'll explain a little bit about why later. I won't talk about that right now, but that's
way there's like on-chain and off-chain, so not everything's happening on-chain. Would that be?
That's the goal, is to make the goal is to make as many things that need to be on chain. It's always still the same. As many things that need to be on chain is what we're going to put on chain. There's a fine line between performance and accountability in terms of in terms of being able to show certain things on the blockchain. And it's because it comes down to a performance issue. If you store everything on the blockchain, it's that much more resource intensive, and there's a lot more that you have to communicate with than, rather communicating to, an offline database. Now what we go is we actually publish our offline databases to the blockchain itself, but it's not like live. It's not like an asynchronization, publishing where it's happening at the moment. We publish after the fact, and people can, there's people that can inspect our data, so on and so forth, and, see that everything is valid.
Makes sense. Should we look for some more questions in the chat or move on to the giveaway portion? Or were there any more parts you wanted to try to go over?
We'll move on to the giveaway portion. And thanks, Sebastian, so much for coming on to the stream and providing all that juicy information. And you're welcome back anytime. If you want to be part of the stream, let me know. Come on anytime, bro.
Yeah, we're welcome to send you a StreamYard link too.
Unity.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll definitely jump on as a streamer one. I'm honestly I say knee deep. I'm like neck deep in Unity. It's been it's been pretty intensive, and just to let everybody know, I wasn't a Unity developer formally before this. I am a programmer and I do design and stuff like that, 3D design, but I wasn't actually a Unity programmer before this. So it took quite a bit of learning at the beginning when we were doing this, when we started this in December. So I've moved up to an adept level, but just to let everybody know, I'm not the key programmer of the game and stuff like that. I'm more of the architect. So most of my job is making sure that like the gaming mechanics are actually fun and stuff like that. But yeah, so Parker is more of the architect of the world and stuff like that. He's more of an adept programmer and designer than I am.
One last question before you go. Can we play Taco Racers on stream during the alpha? Is that something we would be allowed to do if we have a Taco Racer VIP?
Yeah. You're saying the alpha? Yeah, absolutely. We're not like restricting anybody from. No, you can absolutely you can stream it. We don't have any issue. I mean, the idea is that we want to make a collaborative game. Parker emphasizes at the beginning. If people see something and they don't like something, we want the feedback for it, and we can we can change things. We've implemented certain things based on user feedback, and we'll continue to do the same thing. We want to make something that people want to play.
It's exciting, and good to hear. Thanks for coming on and answering all the questions and clearing everything up. I feel like
yeah, definitely. I'm always available by message DM if anybody has any questions. We will be writing a more thorough white paper, obviously, but that'll happen once we launch the alpha.
There was one more thing I wanted to ask about the white paper, actually. For the max commission that a legendary land can get, it says level 5 has a 30% commission unlocked. What would the max be? Is that unknown yet, or does it go all the way up to 100?
The max level is 30%. Some of them it goes, like I said, up to 75%, depending on the experience. Not all we haven't revealed the requirement for all the legendaries. We've only revealed the requirements for the mythic. For the level upgrading. So it takes a little bit of work, but the max commission that you can get is 30% for most of the experiences. That may change in the future, but that really, to be honest with you, has to do with, to be completely honest, because like I said, everybody here is an investor into the game, if you think about it like that. To be completely honest with you, if this was like a board of directors meeting, I would tell you exactly like this. That's because the commission rate is based on the development cost of actually making the game. We hire a lot of Unity developers. It's not just me and Parker. And a lot of them are freelance. We do have full-time people that do work, but a lot of them are building, modularization. And whenever you're doing things with freelancers, it's always 3 or 4 times the money than it would be if you hired somebody, full-time over the course of the year. But because we have an aggressive schedule in terms of how we want to do it, we are kind of going between smaller studios to build this and freelancers to build this and stuff like that. And then, bringing it into the world. So the commission rates are currently maxed out as what's shown on the white paper. But that may change in the future, obviously, once we don't have as many development costs to bring all these different experiences out and the game is more self-sustaining. So as of right now, those are the publishers.
Okay. Thank you for all your time and for answering all the questions. You're welcome to stick around and keep talking as we do the grub fishes.
I have to jump off. Actually, I have a meeting right now with some more Unity developers. So I will jump off now. But thank you guys, everybody, for participating. I did say that I would talk about really quickly about the house reveal. So we will be doing a house reveal. These will be available for you to buy inside of our internal shop for TRC. These will be limited mints, and they obviously will give you a certain boost earnings on top of your passive earnings to your land. You can equip them on there, so these will technically be the first quote unquote houses that you can equip the land. They will be limited mint numbers. Obviously, every single person will be able to put a house on their land, but these will be they're not as generic as the existing art, if you want to say that, for the house styles. These will be more unique and limited in numbers. So some people might want to get them. But yeah, anyway, that's all I'll talk about for right now. Thank you guys for having me. I will. I appreciate everybody, and I'll talk to everybody hopefully soon.
Sebastian, thank you so much, man. We appreciate you, and we have a good one.
Thank you, buddy.
Have a good one. Good luck with the call.
All right. Welcome Raiders. Left House. Shout out to them for raiding into us.
For those who aren't familiar, we were going over taco racers, running through their light paper, talking about the lands that are going to be released. And we have another caller.
Yes, we do.
Call from.
Thank you, Jack.
Oh, nice.
To accept, press
Jack.
1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
I am Jack's complete lack of surprise.
Jack, you're on the air, buddy.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing?
We're great. How are you?
I'm good. Trying to soak up all the info that just dropped on us.
Yeah, that was a lot, right?
I'll have to rewatch the stream tomorrow to actually see
Digest
and
it all.
listen to it
Yeah.
again. So today,
As if you're
I don't have any questions anymore since Seb dropped almost all the info. So I'm gonna ask you, TD, why do you have that wallet name?
I didn't quite catch that.
Why do
Yeah,
you
it
have that
was that
wallet
too.
name?
Oh, why do I have that wallet name? TD hates
Yeah.
Apple. Oh, because
Yeah.
so I did this whole thesis. I'm not sure if I shared it with you, but I compared Android to Apple, and did like very comprehensive research, and then I actually developed an entire website that you can go to and learn everything that you need to know about whether or not you should buy Apple. And that website is aptly named "Should I?"
Is there a second
Bye.
caller waiting?
Yeah, they got a second caller, but yeah, if you go there, you'll learn everything that you need to know.
Did
about
you
buying
actually make this site?
I mean, you go look, yeah, dude.
I thought this whole story you were just telling was complete, just out of pocket, not true.
Oh shit, I left the letter off of that. God damn it. It
Yeah,
should.
it won't
Should I
load.
buy Apple?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. All right, so we're getting blown up with calls right now. I got a Switzerland and a France coming in. Interesting.
It's literally like a hotline.
Yeah, so let's merge them together. Hold on.
Oh, this is all your research. So it was just total out of pocket. Makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Merge with the call. All right.
TD, this is going to be messy.
Hey,
You're
everybody.
live on the air with
Press 1.
Jack.
To send a
Oh,
voice.
hold on. Just kidding. Hey there. You are live on the air with Jack, Plax, TD, and Sanny. Who do we got there?
Got my name.
Did I merge them?
Maybe
Jack, are
you
you still
just
there?
denied them both.
Nah, no way. I got a live
I'm
call.
still here.
Yeah, Jack's still here.
Inadequate mass, Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite color?
Yeah, you're live with Jack's complete lack of surprise.
I am Jack's complete lack of surprise.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to our other caller. I was saying we need to figure out some way to here. I'm going to start this thing, to handle this in the future. We're getting
It was Vemp trying to call, but he's Spanish as well. So he said he was going to call in this week, but he's calling all the way from Spain, and it's the US number. I'm not sure whether it was free or
yeah. Okay.
he'll call back.
Yeah, I can probably call back. I think.
No, hopefully he can call back. I said, but
Yeah. Oh, France. Yeah.
have we still got Jack on the line?
Yeah, I think so. Jack, you still there?
Yeah, Jack is still here.
Cool, man.
That's a good connection. That
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
like,
I'm
it's
in
like
Switzerland,
on
come
string
on.
with us.
Yeah. So the real answer to answer your question about the disdain. So Daz Mustang, the video artist who made our timer for the Crittercraft and does all of our video stuff, is a big Apple fan. Obviously you see that a lot in graphic design and such. And we just banter back and forth, being that I used to work for Dell computers. Hold on one second. Let me grab this.
Vamp. Oh, awesome. I'll have to
press
say I
1.
agree
To send a
100%.
voicemail, press 2.
Hey, Vamp, we got you there now, right? Yeah, I'm pressing 1. I don't know what's going on.
Call from
Vamp.
Yeah.
Did we lose Jack now?
No, I think Jack's still there. Okay.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Vemp, I
Wait,
don't know
I'll
why
hang up
you're
and
not
then
coming.
they call in.
Yeah. So, all right, Jack, did you have anything else? You're not available. That's weird. I guess that's a Google Voice thing. I don't know.
No, I think it's because you merged with Jack.
But I mean, what does that?
You need.
That
I
should
think
put them
maybe,
all in.
maybe
It should be a conference call at that point, and it's showing me that I answered it. That's just weird.
That's cool. I'll talk to you guys next week when I
Jack.
come
Hey,
up with more questions.
yeah, thank you so much for calling, and we'll
And
talk to you next week.
I'm looking forward to hearing them. So
Yeah.
See you soon, Jack. Thanks for calling, bro.
Appreciate the call. Yeah.
All right, the line is now clear for anybody.
Try Vemp if you can try again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do we need to get a like 1-800
And
number?
I said Vemp was
We
from
need
Spain,
something.
and I completely got it wrong. It's France, so I do apologise for that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't NFT Gamer be a phone number?
Is it enough? Yeah, dude. El Babo.
Hey.
NFT Gamer would be a
again.
phone number, right? So it could be
no,
like. Never mind. I'll message you about this, TD. That way you'll
call
actually see
from
it.
You are live on the air this time.
Oh, yes, I am.
Yeah.
We have you.
Oh, good to hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, likewise.
It's Vamp from the Midnight Crew. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So sorry for my English. I'll do my best.
Shout out to the Midnight Crew. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah.
Thanks, Black. Yeah, just a quick call because I would like to thank you all because I'm the gaming for 40 years now, and Taco and Taco Racer are the best community I ever met. So I would like to thank you all. I will also mention that there is a huge giveaway on the Midnight Crew Discord, and other ones are incoming soon. So don't hesitate to join me.
Awesome.
And also NFT Gamer TV. You're doing great.
Thank you so much. We super appreciate you calling in and supporting the stream, supporting Taco Racers, all that.
We absolutely love that the people are calling in from all over the world as well, and Taco reaches all parts of the world, which is absolutely amazing. We're glad to have you, Vemp. And yep, he's already posted it, but he'll post it again. The giveaway link, he's giving away parts packs. And remember, he's got the first crew land as well. So worth checking out the Midnight Crew. Thank you for calling in, Vemp.
Yeah, it was a great news from Seb tonight, yes, for sure. And I hope we will make great things in that land. Can't wait.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right. Anything else for the folks here or the audience?
Yeah, maybe a quick. I can't hear you very well, but I have a small question. Maybe it was already answered, but do you know when will be the landed drops for the special land things with the epic one, the mythic one, etc.?
I think that's to you, Plax.
I'm sorry, Ben, but when you said I've got a question, and then as soon as you went, do you? It went. Blah, 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 blah.
So the question was, if I heard it correctly, do we know when the drop for the land deeds is going to be? Did I hear that?
Yeah,
right?
the land deed. I don't know. Yeah.
So currently, it's a matter of weeks away, but there's not a scheduled date. The reason for that is just that everything is being fine-tuned and needs to be absolutely perfect before we release it for the alpha testing, and also the land deed, picking your own plot. So it's a couple of weeks away is all I can say.
All right. Excellent.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. All right. Vamp, thank you so much for calling in. I will hit you up in DM about the Give Lab, and we'll talk soon. Thank you.
Thanks. Stay in touch. Bye.
Bye. Okay, the line is free. Yes, Annie. You know what? There's a service that I've used in the past for 800 numbers, and that's a pretty common one. I would imagine that if you were to Google it, there would be an AdWords campaign for it because they're pretty popular. I remember it not being like cost prohibitive, but also I don't think it was free. I don't. I'd have to look into it.
Should
Those
we
are
do
some
a countdown because we're pushing time?
Oh yeah. My bad. We're
Yeah.
just getting going. Sorry. 10 seconds. 10.
That's a quick one.
No, we don't have a 10. Free
So there's something
conference
called
number.
800.com we can use.
I know,
yeah?
but what it is that's a US number as well. I keep saying that I need to look into it, which I really do, but there's got to be some kind of, like even if it's a plugin for whichever StreamYard or something for a Discord call, do you know what I mean? Or there'll be some way to either port it into this stream or there'll be a service that gives a link rather than a phone number. Like
Shouldn't the
Yes.
I think the business cell should be toll free though, even if it's international. No.
Well, we'll just need to have a look
Like-
at this. But
Like it's toll free for who's calling. It's not toll free for us. We're paying the toll basically for the call. It's like it would cost us more.
Creative Shaman looks
At
like
least that's how
he
I've
was on
understood it. Maybe I'm wrong.
he looks like he's got the answer.
Yeah, dude. Let's hit them up. Maybe create a group DM, Sandy, and get anybody who wants to help guide us to the best way to handle these calls. Join. Gas finally hit under $5, and
Yeah, that's true. They are international. Yeah.
all right, thank you. How many were we doing? 3 again, Sandy?
Yeah, I'll make a group chat.
The next one we'll make that. All right, dude. We're like 11 away.
I don't think I'm friends with Creative Shaman on Discord. I need to add them.
Definitely, he's such a cool guy.
Oh, Plock, say the word schedule again.
Me?
Yeah.
Schedule?
You said it. You said it weird. Hey, inadequate mass. You said it weird, like a Brit, like a person from the UK.
I am. Yorkshire as fuck.
Hey, there we go. Incoming from Creative Shaman. What up? Inadequate mass. Shout out to you on the win.
Congrats.
Yeah. And he did our 50s. We didn't do anything with our 50s yet, so this list is getting long, right? Yeah, we gotta take care of that tonight.
What list is getting long?
The wallet list.
I mean, we just have last night and tonight. I was gonna go do them after the stream.
Cool.
It's not. I have been more backed up. I was more backed up last week.
I wanted to ask you two guys, so have you got anything on, are you into any LPs on Taco Swap?
I'm in like all but 4 of them.
Yeah, I think in 2. I've been slacking though. But yeah, of course I am.
What have you been concentrating on, TD? Are you working on something, or are you?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, everything NFTG related between the website and the initiatives that we have going. It's all very time consuming, and we should be having some important announcements coming soon. Thank you, Jeff, man. We'll talk to you soon.
You two need to make sure you get plenty of rest. I know Sam's tired for sure, but
yeah, that's the thing.
Sure.
The human body is so inefficient. Like, why does it need to stop and recharge? Like, it's so stupid. Hey, we got creative in DM. Awesome. They're gonna hook it up.
And then
I guess we'll run
Plax,
one last, and
I need to create a DM with you at Grimace so that we can do the castles free-to-play swaps between the three of us.
Yeah, man. So I really like that. I love the website. The
We
only
both
thing I
have so
don't
many
like,
purple items for you.
Right. Well, to be honest, I was trading. Well, not it says trade, but I mean I was selling my spares and then buying extras. What's your squire power?
Not as high as it could or should be.
what are we talking about?
Castles has
Castles.
got a free to play and there's like a leaderboard, so I'm trying to get a free NFT by the end of the season.
Nice.
And I've not tried castles, and I don't have so much liquid or time to check out a lot of new projects that are interesting. And I've heard so much good things about castles. So this free to play, it's pretty basic and pretty competitive in a sense. So it's easy. You just once every 8 hours or something like that. It is you perform
Every
an
8
action on there.
hours.
Yeah. So
One thing I do
but
want to
it's-
ask them, and we should ask this on the Apex Conquest stream, is when you go to open your free daily pack of, there's these like food items that you get that you can use to level up your squire power that affects how much you can mine every 8 hours.
Yeah.
You pay, and I say pay specifically, or I guess you deposit 0.6 wax, and that's like a minting fee. But when we then burn the NFTs to upgrade our character, who gets the wax back? Because doesn't it release the resources required for minting the NFT? I don't know. We were talking about this in
Well,
Discord, and I was
it
just,
does say in the
because it gets
white
kind of
paper.
pricey minting a whole bunch of packs, but it is free to
Yeah.
play. So I don't
Right.
know.
Well, let me put my 2 cents in about it, right? So basically, it does say in the white paper what the 0.6 is for, and it's something like 0.2 is like for the resources, 0.2 is for the something else, and then another 0.2 something. Right? It's in the description anyway. But what I will say about opening packs at 0.6. You can also buy the token on Alcor. You can do that, or Taco. Well, I'm not sure if it's on Taco Swap, but you can definitely buy the token. It's on the blockchain, so you can purchase M Source. And I will also say that the teas, they're worth 1 power up. Any tea is worth a 1 power up. But
but then you can either
they're on
upgrade your
secondary.
character 5 at a time, or you have to go blend them all, which also requires a fee.
It does, but they're only 0.04 wax.
Yeah, 0.04.
Interesting.
If you do the math, 0.6 wax to 0.04 wax, you could be stacking thousands by the time that you've opened just one pack. But at the same time, you can only do the what, as you said there, the 5 or the. And I wrote in their Discord earlier on and asked them if that's possible to change it, and they said no. It's a maximum of 5 a time. The only thing is you have to refresh the page because it needs to look at your other assets, and it's quite annoying.
You don't actually have to refresh the page. If you scroll up to the squire underneath your squire power and hit that refresh button, that refreshes everything.
It's a bit dodgy
including your
on my
teas.
mobile with Anchor. Anchor's
Yeah.
mobile Android
Mobile
app right
too
now
is-
is absolutely it's gone. I'm surprised they didn't lose my keys the other day. Literally, the whole thing's changed. If you're moving between apps to sign contracts, so if I'm in the Taco app and I swap something, sign the contract there, then I go to my browser and I go to Castles, and then I go to claim my M source, then it'll load up the Taco contract from the previous app. And if you try and sign it, it just crashes. So you have to cancel it, and then it throws you back into Taco app. So then you have to come out of Taco app, go back into browser, then open the contract and it works. It's absolutely it was only just working before this update, and then they've updated it, and it's it's took a minute to get used to, and it's still very frustrating, and it's not.
Have you tried Wombat?
Jack is in the chat there, and he did give me the rundown on how to move my wallet.
Because you can import your private key, to Wombat, and then you'll also get your first free transactions every day.
That's not
like
really
your first 10 are free.
Shout out, Viz.
But,
but it adds up over time. I always think it's kind of a nice bonus to get that they offer.
But yeah, still, just haven't. I've been like pushed for time myself with it being summer. Like this Tuesday night stream's one of the only nights off that I book off that I'm not so busy because I've got the stream. Do you know what I mean? I've been really really busy with in real life. Do you know what I mean? Business.
Yeah. Well, if you ever want to hop on a call and I can help you get through it quicker, it took me a long time to figure it out because I was trying to. You can't have a wallet imported to 2 Wombat wallets. So if you use a key in one wallet, you can't go use it in another Wombat wallet yet. I think they had mentioned that might be something that changes down the road, but just so anybody knows, if you try to set it up, like it's going to be forever linked to that email. That's part of why I had to switch to Sam's because I needed to make a new Wombat wallet and then I couldn't get Sanika.gm to link to the new Wombat wallet because it had been linked to the old one.
Did you see this Plex on the stream now that Mount Doomy finally pulled off the challenge, initiated the grub explode. Larkin Ferret got killed, and and he exploded.
What was the prizes?
Oh, we didn't even. I didn't even catch it. It was on last night's stream.
I think we can say it's going to be the golden ticket. Can we say that?
Dude. Yeah, absolutely, dude.
And I think, what are your thoughts on doing like the first one?
Yeah, dude, with no doubt. So shout out Mount Doomy for.
So then they'll get the choice to either burn number 1 or not.
Shout out Mount Doomy, man.
Well done. Man. All right, Plax, anything else for the audience before we let them go?
A massive thank you once again for a Taco Tuesday stream. Massive thanks also to everybody that called in and Sebastian for all the information. Every Taco Tuesday we have this live stream. Come and check us out. All the latest information. Taco Swap, Taco Racers, Taco Universe. That's what we're all about. An NFT Gamer TV.
Hell yeah.
Thank you very much.
Cool.
All
right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.